This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. We continue our coverage of St. Croix's Lime Tree Bay Refinery. Grim news as the company announces layoffs of hundreds of its employees and a likely closure of the oil refinery. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency is reacting to the news that the Lime Tree Bay Refinery is closing. The EPA says Lime Tree officials have informed them about the closure. The EPA forced the refinery to shut down last month after petroleum spewed from the plant into nearby neighborhoods. The agency gave Lime Tree owners up to 60 days to produce a reorganization plan. The EPA has since been in touch with Governor Albert Bryan's office to help the Virgin Islands reopen in a safe manner. So we reached out to the EPA to get a statement, and this is what they said to us. They tell us the EPA is and has been focused on the health and safety of the St. Croix community. The EPA says the lines of communication with government leaders here in the VI remains open, and the EPA stands ready to assist as needed. With the Tokyo Olympics just around the corner now, USVI Olympians are gearing up for the biggest stage in sports. Making a splash will be St. Croix swimmer Adriel Sanis. He's one of two St. Croix swimmers who will compete in Japan. USVI News' Ali Bourne-Vinet catches up with him to learn just how excited he is for the Games.
I'm just going to start with the question I'm sure you're getting asked from everyone. How excited are you to be Tokyo bound?
It's, I mean, I've had a long time to process it, but it is very exciting. I mean, it's something I've been working towards for like 11 years now, ever since, even longer than that, ever since I first started swimming, knowing that I could make the national team at like 11 years old to go to like the regional Carifta Games. And then like as I progressed and advanced in my swimming levels, I was able to go to higher meets such as Pan American Games, the CAC Games, even World Championships all around the world. And so it's, you know, the ultimate goal was, go to the Olympics, and it's something I've been looking forward to and working towards, and, to finally make it and qualify. It's the hard work paid off, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited to go.
Yeah, it's always so incredible when there's just been years and years, sometimes decades even, in preparation for something like the Olympics. How much work goes into this kind of preparation? I know there's just so much that you as an athlete do to prepare for something like this.
It's for like the swimming aspect, it's a lot of work. We do like doubles every day. It's at least we swim twice a day, at least like 3 or 4 times a week, and then the other days where we're not swimming times a week, it's one swim and one lift.
As you mentioned, this is your first Olympics. How cool is it when you imagine representing the U.S. Virgin Islands in Tokyo? What kind of feelings and emotions come up?
It's a great feeling. Like I said, I've gone to like the Carifta Games, CAC Games, Pan American Games, World Championship Games, and I've been able to represent the Virgin Islands, and I've done great, like the Carifta Games, medal, and, the flag is raised, where they play the national anthem for the Virgin Islands, and, it's a great honor. And with the chance of possibly me making semifinals, it'd be great to have the Virgin Islands stand out instead of it just being like the biggest countries in the world, like United States and Russia and France, like all those fast swimming countries. So it'd be nice to like have like a small island in the world represent and stand out.
Absolutely. Well, we'll all be cheering for you, and I know your family will be cheering for you, friends, biggest supporters, coaches. Is there anything else that you would like to share?
Yeah, I do have to say thank you to the Virgin Islands Olympic Committee, and anyone else from the VI, my family, just anyone else who's been supporting me. It's been greatly appreciated, and it's worked off. So thank you to everyone.
And congratulations and best of luck to Adriel. We'll, of course, be keeping an eye on his progress and keep you posted when the Olympic Games begin on July 23rd. And coming up later in this newscast, we'll hear from the doctor who's accompanying the Puerto Rican swimming team to Tokyo. Well, if you needed a reason not to litter even the littlest of trash, take a look at this. This is just some of the big pile of trash picked up recently by crews with the VI Department of Public Works. Take a look at the massive amount of plastic, junk, glass bottles they've removed from the side of the roads, along with lots of brush, too. This was piled up in a gut in Estate Thomas on St. Thomas, where crews got to work this week. Now, all of this work is part of an effort to ensure the territory is prepared for hurricane season, as we are well into it now. Back in April, the department assessed all guts and adjusted schedules to ensure that a thorough cleaning and maintenance plan was in place. All gut clearing efforts are on target to be completed by next week, June 30th. So you'll likely see the Operations Division of the Department of Public Works hitting the roads in the territory to clear all the guts. And crews have been quite busy doing so, removing debris and trash. Take a look. This is the finished product of clearing a gut in Estate Thomas. DPW employees and roadside contractors are doing this in addition to many other preparations in order to quickly respond and clear roads in the aftermath of any inclement weather which may come our way. Now, DPW's commissioner says they are hoping for an uneventful hurricane season, and the department is fully positioned to respond to emergency situations. He says staff, contractors, and government partners remain on alert to prioritize the safety and security of the people in the territory. As a post-pandemic record number of air travelers pass through TSA, long lines, delays, and even cancellations are becoming more frequent at airports nationwide. Many airlines forced to make tough cuts during the pandemic are now hit with soaring demand. Our USVI News' Haley Potter reports.
As travel takes off again, airlines are scrambling to keep pace with the summer surge. Delta announcing plans to hire more than 1,000 pilots by next summer. The airline predicting domestic leisure travel volume to return to pre-pandemic levels this month.
People are ready to party. We've been cooped up for a year. Everyone's vaccinated, so everyone's ready to hopefully get back to some type of normalcy.
That normalcy, though, is coming faster than many airlines had anticipated, and after nearly a year spent drastically reducing costs. American Airlines, facing a shortage of ground staff and flight crews, is now racing to get furloughed pilots back up in the skies.
Pilot who might have been furloughed is going to take weeks to get back out there actually into the cockpit. They have to go through certification and training again and show that they're able to fly for the airline.
The staffing crunch, coupled with maintenance issues and bad weather at many big hubs across the country, causing Americans to delay and cancel hundreds of flights in recent days. Frustrating passengers like Shania and Thomas Brock. Their flight home from vacation with their 2 young sons was delayed for 12 hours, and eventually they were rebooked on separate flights.
You can't predict a storm, you can't control that, but there's no way, no how we should have been separated.
And the cancellations are expected to continue. 60 to 80 flights per day through at least mid-July, about 1% of Americans' total operations. The airlines saying, quote, "We made targeted changes with the goal of impacting the fewest number of customers." Meanwhile, with increasing incidents of unruly and even violent behavior in flight, trade groups for the airlines and labor unions are asking the Department of Justice to crack down on passengers behaving badly, including the threat of federal criminal charges. Haley Potter, USVI News.
Well, it's not just flight crew shortages. American and Delta Airlines are both looking to hire hundreds of more customer service agents to alleviate the often hour-long hold times. We're also seeing airfare prices rising right now, so if you are going on a trip and you haven't booked that flight just yet, you'll want to do that before the July and August peak season.